Right, okay, so we've got right to the business end of this now. We've gone through some of the features of the MailChimp screens. We've had a look at the campaigns screen. Here's all our campaigns so far, and what we're going to do now, I'm going to talk you through emailing to one of the lists, and I'm going to prepare an email for the boycott news list. What we do is we get a listing of our campaigns, and as we can see from before, we've got two template messages here, one for the boycott news list, one for the SPSC big list. So I'll choose the boycott news list, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate that. Now by hitting replicate, that brings up this screen, and it gives us a number of different features that we can set as we go through the setup of this email and get it prepared to send. At any time we can save what we've got and come back to it later. Across the top here we've also got a progress bar of indicating perhaps where we are at any time. At the moment, this email is set to go to the boycott test list. I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. In the subject line, which I'm now going to edit, I want to point out a couple of things to you. First of all, I'm going to edit the subject line, email subject. It's by default Sheffield PSC boycott actions, but I'm going to put Sheffield PSC boycott June action. If you remember, in the previous screencast I said that there was a name that we could set that would indicate what this email would get listed as in the list of all the emails that we've sent. Not necessarily the same as the email subject, which is what our recipients see. So I'm going to set this as boycott news list May email. The from name is the Sheffield PSC boycott group. That doesn't change, and should people respond to this email, that is the email address to which it will, that response will go. For the moment, we're going to leave all that alone. So we've edited the subject, and we can either hit back at the top left of our browser, most of us have that back button, or we can go on to the next step of the editing process down here, and that's what I'm going to what I'll do is I'll just show you what we would get if we hit the back button. We get that screen that we came from. I'm going to go back to where we were by hitting edit, and I'll just go to our design screen down here, and that's what I suggest you do. Just let yourself be walked through it here. As you can see, this is our template message, and there's a number of things to edit. As you hover over boxes, you get an edit prompt, and I'm just going to edit this, and what I'm editing here is a little bit of text that people may see in as a preview of an email, and it may help them decide that they want to open it. I'm going to go SPSC June boycott actions. Help if I spelt right. I'm going to save that. This on the right here, I would always leave that alone. It's a prompt for the recipient. If they can't see it in their email client very well, they can go and view the email in a browser. And this is really the bit that we're interested in. Let's get something sensible in here. And I've set up something with 2 headings, which we can always repeat, followed by some text. You might like to tell me how in fact you want to greet people. At the moment we've got hi everyone, and at the end we've got in solidarity followed by the name of the person sending the email. You might want something different. We can change it at any time. So let's get some text in here. So let's have June boycott action. You can see that this is a heading that I've pre-styled. In the future screencast I'll be showing you how to do this. And then we need to get some text in. So I'm just going to go to my email, and somewhere June very kindly sent us something about this. I can see how you like to start your emails. You want dear boycotters. Well, we can sort that out. Okay, actually what I'm going to do is take that. I've just copied what you see highlighted there, and I'm now going to paste it. And actually this screencast has gone on long enough. Essentially that is it. We've now edited this email. I'm going to come back to this later in future screencasts to style it more effectively. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to walk you through the rest of the process. We go to the next step here, and we've got to set the email if people are receiving plain text. Not many people are, but it's actually something that is good practice to do. And the simplest way to do that, once we're on this screen, is just copy text from HTML. That's all you have to do. And then we have to go back to the next screen, which is confirm. And it brings us back here to this screen. And if we scroll down this screen, we can see a number of options that we've got. We can send absolutely now, we can schedule, or we can preview and test. And it's previewing and testing that we should always do. And I'm going to come back to that in a later screencast. So basically what we've done is we've set up a basic email. We've just got to come back and style it, which is going to happen in the next screencast.